Hi, I just want to walk you through these new updates on rSheet. Quickly, I want to log in as an admin and show you the update. What we did is that any teacher can no longer have access to any subject. So before you have access to a subject, you must have been assigned, to that subject. So let me walk us through how to do that. So as an admin, once a teacher signs up, you have to assign the privileges to that teacher. So if the teacher is limited to the privileges you given to him. So go to admin users. Here you can see that we have privileges here. So for example, I will explain this to you. You can see that Josben2 username has access to maths in GSS1, maths in GSS2, English in SS1. Simple. But look at this. This user has access to all subjects in SS2. Look at this. This user has access to all subjects in GSS1 plus maths in GSS2. So usually for a class teacher, the one you call form teacher, the teacher who manages the particular class, you can give him access to all the subjects in that class so that he can manage other teachers. So let's assign to this particular one who has no privilege. Just click here and click assign subjects. So let's say he has access to GSS1 mathematics. Let's say he teaches English in GSS1. Just click submit. That's all. Is it English at GSS1? Let's say he also teaches, let's say mathematics in GSS1 and GSS2. So you can add it, right? You now say GS1, GS2, this time is mathematics, or let's say social studies. Yeah. So you add it. So you can see English, GSS1, social studies, GSS1, social studies, GSS2. So you can keep adding, keep adding. Anytime you want to, let's say the teacher changes his class, you want to reset his privileges, just come here and say delete or reset privileges. Once you do this, it's going to clear all the privileges. You can start reassigning again. You can see this is cleared. So that's how to assign privileges to a teacher. So let's now see how it looks for a teacher. So let's use this particular teacher as an example. This teacher has access to all subjects in GSS1 because he is the class teacher assigned to the whole GSS1. He manages GSS1 teachers. But in GSS2, he has access to only mathematics. All right. So let's use this one as an example. The username is Light2. So let me log out and log in as Light2. Light2 has access to all subjects in GSS1, but in GSS2. So it's a teacher, username is Light2. All right. So you can see. So when you want to enter scores, you notice that he can only enter scores for the subject he has access to. If you go to GS3, no, he doesn't have access to that. All right, it can't have access to that. So just take a look. It's going to say error. All right, but if you go to GSS1, he can enter scores to GSS1 because he is the general teacher for GSS1 and any subject. If you go to GSS2, it's only maths he can access. Let's select science. It's going to reject it. It's going to say error. So it's only maths he can access. So this goes to every area, every area. I mean, we want to enter singly, enter bulk, every area, even viewing results. So now teachers can view scores, but again, it depends on the subject you have access to. So for example, let's say you want to view this past session for GSS1 for, yeah, because it has access to all subjects, it can actually view GSS1. But for JS2, he can't view English in JS2 because uh, he can't. It's going to say error. All right, he can only view maths. All right, so there's no maths for JSS. So notice something here, which we just added. You can now view all subjects. I want to see all the scores. All right, you can see, I want to see specific subject. You see? All right, then in case you want to delete, you can come here and delete and say, I want to delete this one. It's an error. So what that means is that it's only the teacher who has privilege to this subject can do all of this. So the same thing goes for you want to print result. So the class teacher now can view and print result. So the class teacher for GCS1, for example, can open all their result because he is the teacher or class teacher for that class. But once you select a wrong class, no, it's going to say, no, you don't have access to this class. So you notice we'll have two types of teachers. We'll have the normal class teacher and the general class teacher, that's the one we call the form teacher. All right. The teacher who manages other teacher. So for a normal class teacher that you assign the subjects to him, he can only access his subjects. But for a general class teacher, the manager of of that class, the one you call form teacher, he can access print result, he can even access the broadsheet for that class. And he can enter scores for just in case any of the teacher is sick. All right, and he can enter scores for the teacher subject because he is the manager, he is the one in charge of that class. I hope this is very clear. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.